Here we go. Our objective for today, I can define and compute complex numbers. I can define and compute complex numbers. So you know the concept for today. Complex numbers. That is correct. All right, in your prayer model, you write complex numbers definition. What are complex numbers? Numbers that contain one real number and one imaginary number. Complex numbers are numbers that contain one real number and one imaginary number. Numbers that contain one real number and one imaginary number. Now, I had done the introduction to complex at the beginning of the school year, but today I'm clarifying it just in case people missed it. Some of you missed it. Examples: 5 plus 3i, 12 minus 6i, 2i, and square root of negative 8. Copy those, and I'll go over that as soon as you're done. Ready? Copy. Go. Okay, writing utensils down, look up to the screen. Here we go. The definition says for complex numbers that complex numbers are made up of real numbers and imaginary, so one of each. So I'm going to start off with imaginary number. So let's look at this first one. My imaginary number is right here. Look at the second one. My imaginary number is right here. So what are you saying, Mr. Q? Yes, that the 5 and the 12 of these two numbers is a real number. That is correct. Okay? Let's go to the not so obvious ones, which are these. This is my imaginary. This is my imaginary. So by looking at the first one, what are you saying, Mr. Q? That my real number is, very good, 0. 0. I circled the whole thing here so that you can see that it's imaginary. So what was missing? A number here, which is the real number. Let's look at this one. This one, you can't really tell because it's in a negative square root. Can we have it like that? No. Negative 1 times 8, which is square root of negative 1 times square root of 8. What is square root of negative 1? I. Square root of 8 is 4 times 2. What is square root of 4? 2 square root 2 times I. What is 2 times I? 2I square root 2. So if this is my imaginary, tell your neighbor the real number for this number. 0 is correct. That's my real number. Okay, copy that if you don't have that. What's that? Okay. I see your point. Okay, we good? What? Nice. Well, it's better than kicking you out of the class. In the past, like, you and you, outside, and I say their names. You? No, you actually behaved in class. What? No, you just didn't do your work? All right, here we go. Non-examples. Copy these. 23, Michael Jordan. X squared plus 3x plus 2. Negative 3 plus x equals 10. As you're copying those, tell your neighbor why those are not complex numbers. Alright, let's see. Jordan, why are those not complex? They don't have an imaginary number? Man, from the corner, let's go. That is correct. None of those have imaginary numbers. They could be equations, they could be polynomials, they could be numbers, but if they don't have an imaginary, that means that cannot be a complex. All right, so with that said, hashtag. Hashtag. Write that down, please. What makes a complex number? Don't just say one word. It has to be a lengthy hashtag. Let's see if you can get one. You got one? All right, share with your neighbor your hashtag, please. Okay. How about Carlo? Hashtag what? One real number and one eye. Is that correct? Oh, my bad. Close out. It has two hashtags. Let me take one out of the way. There it is. No, this is the hashtag. This is number. Oh, then we missed. There you go, Chloe. Hey, do we have another one? We go with those? Alexa has one? No, you good? Okay. All right, let's move on. Copy this one, example 1. Focus, please. It says, identify the real number and the imaginary number. So I want you to write... I'm sorry? What? Yes, copy the instructions and then the complex. Be nice. Underneath that, I want you to write real and imaginary with those colors. Identify which one is real, which one is imaginary. Hurry up so we can go to the next one. All right, who went last? Carlo, pick someone. Chance, which is our real number? 7. And our nice 3I. Hands, have you got that? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Example 1Q, 5 minus 2I. Focus, please. Real. Imaginary. All right, chance touch someone? Ramon, which is our real? 5, which is our imaginary? Negative 2I. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. Go to the next one. Copy that. Example 1 super Q. Real. Imaginary. What's that? They are complex numbers. Yeah. Who went last? Ramon, pass to Jake. Jake, real number. 0, imaginary. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. And one last one, just to solidize this. Jake, pass someone. Jalen, what'd you get for a real? 0, imaginary. I. Hands, have you got that? All right. Let's crank it up a notch. Example 2. Copy this. Oh, yeah. I start off slow and then we keep, bam, let's go. Yes. Okay, here we go. I want you to do the sum in blue, difference in red, and product in green. We got 2x plus 5 plus x minus 3. 2x plus 5 minus x minus 3. And 2x plus 5 times x minus 3. All right, here we go. Sum. 2x plus x, 3x, 5 and negative 3, positive 2. Hands if you got that. Okay, good. Difference. We need to distribute the negative inside to both terms, so that gives us negative x plus 3. Bring the other down. 2x plus 5. Now we can combine. What is 2x and negative x? 1x. What is 5 plus 3? 8. All right, hands if you got that. Okay, so far so good. Next, product. 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times negative 3, negative 6x. 5 times x, positive 5x, and 5 times negative 3, negative 15. That gives us 2x squared. Combine the negative 6 plus 5, that's negative 1x minus 15. Hands if you got that. Okay, good. Now, these should be easy because we've been doing these already for a week, right? Okay, do this next one by yourself, the whole thing. Example 2Q, find the sums different in product. And once again, the same colors, blue for sum. You want to just label it S, red for difference, and green for product. Copy that and go. All right, here we go. Example 3. Find the sum difference in product. So I'm going to start with the sum. 5 plus 7i plus negative 2 plus 9i. All right. What is 5 plus negative 2? 3. What is 7i plus 9i? 16i. And we're done with the sum. Parentheses 5 plus 7i minus parentheses negative 2 plus 9i. Once again, what do we do first here, everyone? Distribute. So we're left with plus 2 minus 9i. Bring down the 5 plus 7i. Combine like terms. What is 5 plus 2? 7. What is 7i minus 9i? Negative 2i. All right, let's go to the product. 5 plus 7i times negative 2 plus 9i. All right, here we go. Start with the first term. What is 5 times negative 2? Negative 10. What is 5 times 9i? 45i. What is 7i times negative 2? Negative 14i. And what is 7i times 9i? 63i squared. Let's combine like terms. Negative 10. And we got 45 minus 14. That's positive 31i. Bring down the plus 63i squared. Am I done? No. By now your noodle should know what to do at that point. Tell your neighbor what to do, please. No. Substitute for I squared, negative 1. Remember we covered this the other day? Instead of I squared, we write what? Negative 1. Bring down the 63. Negative 10 plus 31i. So let's see. Negative 10 plus 31i. And this is minus 63. Now we can combine like terms. What is negative 10 and negative 63? Negative 73 plus 31i. Yes. Hold on. 31.2? Yeah. Only the squared, I squared is what? -1. Right now I'm not substituting square root of -1. We're just replacing I squared with -1. How we doing? Last one. Here we go. Copy this one. I want you to only find me the product. The product. -7 plus 3i times -3 plus 2i. Simplify at the end. I'll pick someone at random. If they got it, we're done. If not, we do one more. You're like, well, Mr. Q, the bell's about to ring. I know. Nice. All right, let's see. No? How about Shakina? What'd you get? 15?
Yes.
15 minus 5i. That is incorrect. Isn't it 23i? Yeah. Should have been, let's see, 21, 6, that's 15 minus 23i. No. Our good one, guys, home plate is on pages, be nice, pages 133 and 134. Only. 15 minus 23i. Let's see. -7 times -3, that's 21. -7 times 2i, that's -14i. 3i times -3, that's -9i. 3i times 2i, that's 6i squared. Combine like terms, that's 21 minus 23i plus 6 times -1. So this is 21 minus 23i minus 6. Combine these two, that gives us 15 minus 15. Go. Bye. Yes, tutoring today, free. Enjoy your home play. Bye.